Dear students, today we are going to learn something very interesting and practical, something you see almost every day without even realizing it. Have you ever looked up at a kite flying high in the sky or looked down from a tall building at a ball on the ground? So today's topic will be angle of elevation and angle of depression, and these are the examples of angle of elevation and angle of depression. Let me quickly remind you something very important, that trigonometry is always used in right angle triangles. And we can also find unknown sides on unknown angles, and one of the angle must be a 90-degree. It must be used in a right angle triangles only. Okay, so angle of elevation. Angle of elevation is the angle formed between a horizontal line and the line of sight. When the person is looking up from the horizontal line, the person is looking up at the object. So this angle formed is the angle of elevation. Or we can say that it is an angle formed between a horizontal line and eyes up. Okay, so this angle is angle of elevation, and this is the observer's eye. From the observer's eye, he is looking up at an object, and the object should always be above the horizontal line. Then only angle of elevation will be formed. Next is angle of depression. So angle of depression is the angle formed between a horizontal line and the line of sight when the observer is looking down. Okay, it is the angle, which is this angle. It is the angle formed between a horizontal line and eyes down. This line, you can just learn it. Angle horizontal line, eyes down. That is the angle of depression. So this angle is always equal to this angle. Why? Because in parallel lines, this is a transversal. When we'll apply the parallel line property, then these are the alternate angles. So this angle of depression is always equal to this here angle, because alternate angles. Is that okay, students? So next is, we will use trigonometric ratios also. In real life applications like heights and distances, we often use the right triangles where trigonometric ratios are used. Trigonometric ratios are always with respect to the acute angles. Okay, so here let always you have to take acute angle and it should be right angle triangle. Like this is an acute angle theta. So with respect to this theta, we have to find the trigonometric ratios. These are the trigonometric ratios. 6 trigonometric ratios are there. So let's see. Sine of theta, you can write it sine theta. Sine theta is opposite upon hypotenuse. What is opposite? It is a side which is opposite to this acute angle theta. And the side opposite to 90-degree is hypotenuse. And the side which is adjacent to theta, this acute angle, is always adjacent. You can also call it base, and opposite you can call it perpendicular because it's always vertical, right? And this is the hypotenuse opposite to 90-degree. So sine theta is opposite upon hypotenuse. Cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse, and tangent theta is opposite upon adjacent. You must learn, student, this is very very important. In every word problem or case study, this will be asked, because it's a, you must know trigonometric ratios, you must know the trigonometric values of angles also. So, and what is cosecant? Okay, that is a reciprocal of sine. 1 upon sine is cosecant, and what is secant? 1 upon cos, and cot is 1 upon tangent. So let's see now trigonometric values of special angles. That is also required in every question. So what are these? Suppose sine, these are the different angles. Sine of 0 is 0, sine of 30 half, sine of 45 degree 1 by root 2, and sine of 60 degree root 3 by 2, sine 90 degrees 1. You must learn all these values, okay, by heart. Cos of now 0 degree is 1, it's reverse of this, okay, you can see that it's reversed. And tangent, how will you find tangent? Is divide both, sine upon cos. So 0 upon 1, 0. When you are dividing these two, 1 by root 3, and these are same, so on division you are getting 1. And tangent of 60 degrees root 3. 1 upon 0 is not possible, so not defined. So this, and cosecant is 1 upon sine, secant is 1 upon cos, cot is 1 upon 10. So you can learn all these values. Let's look at the word problems where we'll be requiring all the three things here, okay? Trigonometric applications and ratios and trigonometric values. What is this question? From the top of a 8-meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree and the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. Find the height of the tower. And you can take root 3 as 1.732. Now students, see, whenever you are taking, first you have to draw it also. Let's draw with me, because you have to draw a neat figure along with it. So let's see, this is a building and the height of the building is given. I will write here B. B means building, and this is a cable tower. So height from a building which is 8-meter high. So this is 8 meter, and you must label always, okay? Whatever the line segments you are taking, label it. So this is A, and here it is B I am taking, and tower height, cable tower I am taking C, and this is D, okay? Now building is 8-meter high. The angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree. Okay, from this, so it means this is the observer point. D is the observer here. So observer side, you can say from here the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree. So let's draw it from the building to cable tower. So this is, and always this will be with a horizontal line. You have to make it from B to this cable tower. Let it be E, and let's mark it as, it's not given, so X. Is that okay? And what is the angle of elevation from B to D? Because this is a horizontal line. I is, I told you in the previous slide, this is the eye level. This observer is here. So this is the horizontal line. This is the line of sight. And what angle? This is the angle of elevation is, it is given to be 60 degrees. Sorry. Here, 60 degree. All right. Now, let's read the next line. And the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. From the observer only, from the point B only, the angle of its foot is 45 degree. So, angle of depression. So, it's looking down. Now, the observer is looking at down at the foot. So, let's join it. And naturally, he's looking down, horizontal line. And this is when his eyes are down. So, this is angle of depression. And this is 45 degree. All right, students, and this is horizontal line. You have made the horizontal line, so this is the baseline. Also, you just join it parallel to this. So this X is always equal to this line, and here this BA is also equal to EC. So let's label it as 8 only. I hope you're getting it, students. And here also it's given 8, so I'll mark it like this so that no confusion should be there. Now what they're asking us to find? They're asking us to find the height of a tower. So this is the tower hole. So let it be H. So already from E to C, this height we know, which is the building, plus this additional height. How we'll find DE? So we'll do H total minus 8. We can do H minus 8. Okay, that is DE. Why I am doing this? Because this is a vertical line. Here it's a right angle, and this is building is also a vertical. So the here is also 90 degree. So we can apply the trig ratios here. Now one more thing you need to see, that because I'll be using this and this triangle. This triangle I'll be using to find the height. And in this, if I'm taking, let's suppose I'm taking first triangle BDE. So what I'll do, I'll use 1060 is opposite upon adjacent. But will I be able to find it? No, because there are two variables. H is also a variable, X is also a variable. We will stop. We will not be able to find H. Okay. So first we need to find X. How we'll find X? By this triangle ABC. But where is the angle? I told you that this angle of depression, alternate angles, is always congruent to this. So this is also 45 degree. So can we apply here trigonometric ratio? So this is X is the horizontal distance. We can find from here X. X is parallel to this. So we'll come to know x and we can easily find one variable, that is h. So let's do, students. First consider, do not consider this triangle first. First we'll consider triangle ABC. Let's look triangle ABC. This is a right triangle and we will take 1045. 1045 is tan formula I told you. 10 theta is opposite upon adjacent. So with respect to this angle, what is opposite? AB upon AC. What is the value of 1045 from the trigonometric values of angles? 1045 is 1 is equal to, and AB is how much? 8. AC we don't know, we have labeled it as x. So what we got? We got x is equal to 8 meter. Is that okay, students? So we got it as 8. So let's write here, this is 8. So naturally this is also 8. Now we will apply tan 60 here in this right triangle BDE. Tan 60 is, again we'll apply the trigonometric ratios opposite upon adjacent. Instead of x we'll take 8 and we can find h. Let's come to the next slide. Now consider triangle BDE, and in this triangle we can take tan 60. I've already shown you. Tan 60 is again opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is DE, upon adjacent the base is BE. Now what is DE? DE is h minus 8 and base was x, but x is 8, right? So what is tan 60 now? Tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 is equal to h minus 8 upon 8. Let's cross multiply or transpose. Any way you can do. 8 root 3 is equal to h minus 8. H will transpose this side. I'm using this side, okay? H is equal to, just I'm making a line so that it will be understood. You can understand easily. H is equal to 8 root 3 plus 8. Now you can solve like this also, otherwise take a common. Calculations will be solved easily then. Root 3 plus 1. Root 3 is 1.732, already given in the question and you must learn it also. 732 plus 1. Add it up. H is equal to 8 times 2.372 is 21.856 meter. This is the height of the tower you have calculated. Alright, just try to solve this question yourself. So this type of question is very important, students. See, here we have calculated how we use the two right triangles. From this we found base and then from here we found the height. Now h we calculated, right? So this is, if they're asking what is the remaining height, what is the height DE, then you can subtract 8 from it. So I hope this is clear, students. Any more, if you want a lengthy video also, I will upload. This is just the concept clarity. Along with that, I've taken one example and I hope that the detailed video also I will upload soon. Thank you very much. But do write in the comment section and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.